Haere mai Cancer, and welcome to your September 2015 Taroscope reading. I hope wherever you are viewing this from around the world you've got some time to sit back, chillax and see what messages are coming your way. Have you had time to look at the video I posted on the broader view of astrology for September? Because there is a lot going on. 2 eclipses, a supermoon and Mercury retrograde to say the least. So most people are suggesting that there is going to be some rather large impacting for a lot of people on the planet. They're 2 powerful eclipses, and eclipses can have energetic resonance with us for months at a time, if not up to years. So we will see what the cards say and what messages come out, and we will be using the John Holland deck, which is what's in front of you. It has that beautiful connection to the colour energies. And then we will use a high vibrational card at the end just for your final message. So Cancer, let's see what's in store for you guys for September of 2015. The stones in the background in your reading, this is a beautiful big amethyst healing point, and this is the blue howlite pyramid shaped stone. So blue I often think of as communication. So we will see what the 2 little stones, what energies they impart, and I'm just shuffling a little bit more for you here. I have done your shuffling, intentional shuffling, before I started videoing, but we will see what comes up. So this is for Cancer, September 2015. Okay. Your first card is number 7, Patience and Planning, and that red board represents the Pentacles and the Earth signs such as Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. Your next card is number 3, Rejoice in Celebration, and this is the Cups or emotions perspective of life, and often representing water energy signs such as Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces. Your third card is number 7, the Crown Chakra, which I tend to think of as a major arcana card, and if you've been following my readings you'll know I talk about chakras a lot, and there are 7 of them in our physical body that kind of are metaphysical or spiritual in reality, and they are referred to often as spinning discs, very much like what you see here, or this bigger wheel on the outside, and they're what we term our energy control centers. So if you think of magnetism, it's a little bit like a magnetic spinning wheel in your spiritual part of your body. So something that you can't necessarily see, but it does actually affect how we are and how we work, especially at the emotional spiritual level. The closest colour I have to that beautiful violet is the amethyst stone, and interestingly I'd put the amethyst in over here. Your fourth card is number 13, which is Transformation, which is a major arcana, and this would commonly be called Death in the traditional tarot. Let me just move that back a little bit. Okay Cancer, quite a nice looking reading coming along here, so let's move through the perspectives and the aspects of it. If we were thinking of the eclipses, the first one falls around about here and the second one falls around about here. So the first week you start off with the 7 of Pentacles, Patience and Planning. Now, great card when we get the Pentacles, and often thinking of finances or money might be on your mind, and it would seem to me that if you're wanting to either buy or purchase or expand your horizons, this is saying just wait a bit. Your patience will be rewarded, and so will your good planning. And I think Cancers, you are good at doing that. It's in your nature to be more cautious and careful about your choices and everything, and I think that this might prove to pay off for you. So it quite often gives us the feeling of career related thoughts as well. So some of you might be endeavouring to embark on new careers, or making a jump internally within your own career prospects, and this card does bode really well about that. Again, it's about the patience. Something good could be coming your way. So if you are thinking of making a shift, get the preparations in place now. Make sure you've got everything up and running to get the cycle going for heading forward with a new job or career prospects or even educational thoughts or ideas. Nice card to begin your reading with. The second card, the Three of Cups, is what would traditionally be calling it. It's a really nice, happy, bubbly card. It has that feeling of happiness and celebrations and parties and get-togethers, social events, often, interestingly enough, with three women. So for the females out there, you might reconnect with old female friends from school or from another workplace or even within your family area. And they're quite often really connective meetings or events that you'll go to, so that's a positive feeling card. The other energies that can come along with this card, if we're thinking health or money, look at that, it's the perfect yay, cheers to you and cheers to me. So another good positive bubbly start, and this is around this time of the first eclipse, and it feels as though you've got positivity or new risings on your eclipse. It feels a bit lighter than some of the other zodiac signs who have been going through some quite hard stuff at that point. They often say that when this card turns up, there could be someone with blonde hair, strawberry blonde, you know, like a slight reddish hair, and someone with dark hair. So also if you're a person out there looking for a female partner along these lines, or a female friend along these lines, whether you're male or woman, this person could come into your life, and it could be quite a happy, good connection. And the other thing this card can indicate is possibility of even being more connected within a relationship. So sometimes that dedication to a specific relationship, such as an engagement or even talk of a marriage, or that alignment of being tight in one relationship. So it is a really positive card. People like to see it come out, and interestingly enough, it doesn't come out that often. Now if we come to this next card, the third week in for September, and we see the crown chakra. The crown chakra is up here on a person's head, and it is about opening up the spirituality part of your life and connecting to the ethereal sources and the higher vibrational energies. It's this particular chakra, crown chakra up here, is about intuitiveness, psychic abilities, high vibrational energies, divine source. So for any of you interested in that particular realm, this could be a time when this gateway is open to really access those powerful energies. They can give you the next step impulse to the who you are, what your soul really wants in life, so why you came here. And you can possibly try to seek your soul's answers or connect with it at that level. You can do this through meditation, you can do it through balancing with this crown chakra, and you can just do it through even dreamscapes. Any forms of psychic awareness might become more avid to you, as well as synchronistic events, which are always lovely. And when you're in touch with that realm of your life, with your spirituality and your soul essence, you'll start to feel a real bond of happiness, joy and love as well, particularly come from having these areas activated. And this one, we've got the amethyst on there, and this healing point also would be very good for that. So this fourth card in the fourth week of September, the transformation card, your only other major arcana card, which is known as the death card. And it's interesting that it's come just after this one and right on the cusp of the eclipse. So eclipses are often about getting rid of the old and bringing in the new, like opening up doors that you didn't expect. So sometimes it's about walking away from old stuff, but there is always transformational energies involved growth and going to a new place. And it's really nice that it's come at the end of September, because as you move into October, you're going to be moving into new dimensional energies, new people possibly in your life, new thoughts, creative abilities, all sorts of stuff. The transformation card is exactly that. Generally, to get to somewhere new, you've had to let go of something old. And to let go of things sometimes creates anxiety and tension, especially if we're afraid of it, or if we're happy in the situation we're in because we feel safe. So there's a degree of, rocking the boat and letting go and not worrying about it and going with the flow. Those, I think, are the biggest messages. I'll read the words from the John Holland book about the transformation card, because they might be quite useful for you. A time of endings is close at hand. Don't resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life. These could be taking place in your personal life, relationships, business or career. You have the strength, as the transformation card asks you to have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to remind you that the death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on your new path. Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of life cycles. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to somewhere. Accept the changes, and opportunity will come to expand you in more ways than you could ever have imagined. You can't live in the past. It's time to move on. In order to take the next positive step, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself, are there loose ends that need to be tied up? Are there people in my life whom I need to express myself to? What needs to be completed so I can have a fresh start? When you do so, you'll have a stronger, more reinforced foundation to carry you through the new beginnings that await you. So there you are, Cancer. That's a lovely message to, really jump on board these new beginnings that will be coming your way. So nice reading, really nice reading. Let's see what your final card is going to offer you. And we will, this one, Metatron, Mercy. Now, mercy is a beautiful grace to have in our lives, and one of the other zodiac signs got mercy as well. And I think there's two messages. Number one, be merciful on yourself. So any situations that crop up that you are unsure about or wish hadn't, just to have mercy and allow that feeling of not putting any blame into a situation. So don't blame yourself, and don't blame the other people or feelings or emotions involved in situations either. Because when you have mercy in a situation, what you really have is love. And addressing any situation with love and light and positivity, it can only go forward in the best possible way with the best possible outcome. So it can be hard to give mercy over, because it is a little bit like gratitude and forgiveness at the same time, all bundled into one. So in effect it has even a higher vibration of positivity around it, which takes you forward in a positive light. So it's a wonderful emotional, or not necessarily emotional, but it's a wonderful state to be in, the state of mercy, because as I say, hand in hand goes gratitude and love and forgiveness and tolerance, all of those really high vibrations. So there you are, Cancer. You have got a lovely month ahead with, learning, change, some happiness thrown in, some bubbly times, meeting of potential new people, finance aspects as well, looking positively, moving forward, all good. So you've got yourself a nice reading there. Thank you for listening and liking and subbing. I love doing the videos for you. It's a pleasure for me to be able to give this, light and insight, I guess. And I shall see you all again in October. And until then, have a wonderful September and embrace these energies coming your way and give out much mercy to yourself. Enjoy life, feel great, and take care. So kia kaha, much aroha, ka kite anoa, namaste.